Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. As you can see, we're still in the Soul Cairn. Now we are going to head back to the entrance. I'm not going to leave right away. But I do want to get back to the entrance because I decided instead of trying to find a mod that tagged the pages for Jib there and the Reaper fragments and that, I figured, fuck it, I just looked up a map. So I got a map up of Soul Cairn, and it'll be significantly easier for me to navigate if we just head back to the entrance. And that would be the border of the Soul Cairn. Damn it. And the only reason we're even heading back to the entrance is because it'll be a lot easier to figure out where exactly it is we are. Man, I really lose Serrano when I run, don't I? It's probably why I have to keep waiting for her, come to think of it. Never even thought of that, you know, she is technically a mage. Also, apparently I don't really need to collect these, because I guess the 3 unique spell tomes, whatever, are all available for free at different locations, so it isn't technically necessary. But still, you can get other stuff from him as well. And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have a second copy of it. Alright. Actually, you know what? Since we're here, and I know where here is, we can actually go straight from here. Don't have to go all the way back to the beginning. So yeah, today's goal is to find all 10 pages, I think it was, of St. Jib's Opus. The 3 Reaper Soul Gem fragments. Reaper Gem, Reaper Soul, whatever. Fragments, and fight the Reaper, obviously. How much is my carry weight? My heavy armor needs to go up so I can get that thing where wearing heavy armor, or like the heavy armor that you're wearing doesn't weigh anything. That'd be nice.
Where'd you come from?
But yeah, so that's more or less our goal. And I think that's... Oh yeah, and we got to return Arvak's skull as well, I do believe. But we'll come across that at some point, I'm sure. Oh, there's a thing above us, isn't there? Yup, sure is. But that's fine, we aren't weakened anymore, so it won't drain as much. Or, well, I guess it'll drain just as much, but we have more available to be drained, so. I've also been thinking of maybe putting some points into alchemy just to get the perk there that when you eat one of the when you eat an alchemy ingredient, you automatically get all 4 things for it. I can actually take all that, and then, you know what, I'm just going to drop off, because the fall damage will be less than me walking around it. What kind of arrows do these guys fire? Just iron, eh? Come on, Serrano. Get away from that. So yeah, that was page 3. Started a new anime, Beelzebub. I mean, it's not a new anime by any means. It's a fairly, well, I don't know actually how old it is, but it's got 60 episodes at least. So, pretty sure that's what it said. First time in a long time I've watched an anime that's taken me more than a week to get through, or more than a week of work to get through. Really fucking good though. I'm really enjoying it. It's really funny. It's weird, but I mean they even point out in the show that it's weird that the
I can't remember how long I've been here. Has it been a day?
Okay, so there's the first page.
Or a century?
Book of Life and Service. I mean, I feel like I must have this because it's not glowing, but I also want to take it because the name does not sound familiar. But yeah, it's really funny, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So, my only real complaint about it is that, no, actually, I guess I don't really. I mean, I started that sentence because I mean, pretty much everything you have at least one complaint about it. I mean, I don't know. I just don't really. I mean, just don't. I mean, like, obviously there's stuff that I wish played out slightly different than the way it does in the show, but... Oh, come on. Where's the Opus page? Now, obviously because I have the map up, assuming I don't get lost, we're going to be exploring the Soul Cairn, but like a very small amount of it. We're still going to jump into some of these, though. Oh, God. So yeah, there's going to be significantly more to explore than like we see, but how the fuck are you supposed to get down from there, though? There's not another... Let's just hop down here. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know, I want to say 2/3 of the way through, maybe. I'm a little over half. I'm 30 some episodes in, anyway. Okay, hang on. If that's there, then I need to head north. There it goes south. It's this way. But yeah, I think I'm 30 some episodes in. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm still really enjoying it. I mean, that's all I got. I mean, I don't really know what to say because, like, there isn't, I feel, a whole lot that I could say that isn't, like, spoilery in case somebody decides to go watch it. I mean, the premise is that the main character, Oga, is just constantly fighting, like, everybody that he comes across. Although, based on the show anyway, it's very rare that he actually starts a fight. But anyway, he's supposed to be like this violent prick, right? And the Demon King, or the Great Demon Lord, I think is what they actually call him, sends his new baby, Beelzebub, to Earth. Let's see what he goes.
How could they trick me like this? I was one of Rieman's court wizards.
I don't know who Riemann is. That's probably a reference to one of the other Elder Scrolls games, though. But yeah, sends him to Earth, and he's supposed to be raised by like the most cruel, violent person, whatever that the person he sent him to Earth with could find, and they end up finding Oga.
What a horrible place.
And this is clearly and he ends up having to like try and raise the kid. It's really funny. I will say, actually, come to think of it, complaints. It's not so much now, which is probably why I forgot it there for a second. But early on, like the first... Oh, there's also stairs leading up here. I guess I didn't have to do that. The first, like, I don't know, quite a few episodes anyway. I do have a complaint, because like every time the kid cries, right? He electrocutes everything around him, right? And sometimes it sets off like this big explosion, but it's not really an explosion, you know? It's one of those like anime explosions where it's like boom, and it looks like a nuke went off, but then like nothing is damaged except for like the people, and it's like, all right. It happens too much, I feel, for the first while, you know. Oh, one of the wisps are following us. Interesting fact about the wisps there that you see, they are invulnerable. But if there's one around, and enemies are around, and you like turn invisible or something, make them lose track of you, they will actually start to fight the wisps. They can't do anything to them, but they will fight them. Okay, so the exit is that way. In fact, we can see the exit. Alright, so that's everything on this side of the wall. There's just the 4 pages. So now we need to actually go back to the other side of the wall. There's the door. But yeah, that's pretty much it, but they toned it down quite a bit after a while. He stopped doing it. And yeah, I mean, that was really my only complaint at the beginning of the show, was like, man, it happened like so fucking much, right? But yeah, then they toned it down quite a bit. I mean, it still happens, obviously. You know, the kid get upset, he electrocutes people. But like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a very fun show to watch. The baby's naked a lot of the time, which is weird. A lot of baby penis in that show, but would you think, man, that must be weird? I mean, it's one of those things where, like, it's a baby. So, you know, it doesn't, you know, it's not as weird, I guess. I don't know. They do even bring it up at times, where it's like, why don't you put clothes on the kid? Never actually gives an answer. He's just like, it's just the way he is. And there's even, like, one episode where they, go to the beach. Of course there is. And, the baby came with a maid, by the way, who does not like Oga. Because Oga doesn't actually care about raising the kid. He still does it. And, you know, he does care about the kid despite what he says. But, But, like, they went to the beach, and she put a bathing suit on the baby. And then, literally, the next cut, the baby was naked again. Like, I don't know. Like, they literally just had that for a joke, because his one friend is, like... I was gonna say in love with the maid, but he's in love with any woman that he comes across, so, I mean... Anyway, this here's the merchant.
Well, look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their bones.
What's the matter with you? What's with the attitude, buddy?
Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers. How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
So that's how you got here.
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. How people would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
Got anything left?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win you any friends around here.
There must be something you want.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground. Bring me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
Fair enough. What do you have?
Odds and ends I've gathered over the years. Well, used to gather, before all of this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal, if you have the husks.
Alright. So none of these are really any good. A sword, a battle axe, light armor, heavy armor. They are, I do believe, highly randomized. So you can get really good stuff. I think all of them are enchanted. But anyway, give me this.
Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it.
Yeah,
Maybe it will
so
do you
I
some
got
good.
the Calm spell tome.
Brought some... Well, I've been so busy, I don't know. Sure, here you go.
Ebony Flesh.
Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
Uh-huh.
I might just be a soul now, but I'm
Oh,
still not going to give myself
I guess I
away.
don't have 25.
Bring me 25 husks.
Anyway, so yeah, it was pretty much all for a joke because like he was so excited that they were at the beach, and the maid said something about a bathing suit, and he thought she was gonna put one on, and then she took the kid and just like basically turned around, like she like barely walked away from them, saying that she was gonna put the bathing suit on. So he was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get to see her change, right? And then she just turns around and it's the baby. Like the baby has the suit on, which of course crushed that guy's dreams. But then yeah, like as soon as it cut to like the next scene, the baby was naked again. So they did it purely for the joke, which is fine. Guess I will have to open it from the other way. Alright, where's my Thunderbolt? But yeah, it's been pretty good. Been keeping up with my other shows, although I haven't really been keeping up with Dawn of the Witch. Not that like I don't plan on finishing it. I kind of want to just watch it. Like it's good enough that I do want to finish it, but it's not good enough for me to care to watch it one episode a week. I'd rather just get it, like just have it all to watch and be done with it, and just get through it. But yeah, other than that, I've been really enjoying most of the new anime that I've been watching this season. Like the Trapped in a Dating Sim, that one's really good. It almost, I don't know. It was one of those ones. It was one where like it's hard to explain really. Like there was a point where I was like, they're gonna like they're ruining it, right? But now they seem to have brought it back a little bit, and I mean, based on what I read in the comments of the one video, it could still go either way depending on how close they stick to the books. And in this instance, it seems like if they stick to the books, it will make it worse, which is sad. But at least now I know that I have no intention of actually getting the books, so.
Who's there?
I don't even know what the hell I popped that for. Man, it must have been Serana that killed that one then, because I don't think I actually have the perk that, or maybe that guy just, like, kind of had a shield, he very clearly didn't, but anyway, yeah, it almost turned me off. Love After World Domination, though. Fucking loving that one. That one's great. Oh, there you go. I knew there had to be another one. I still don't know what I'm opening, but I imagine it was a door over here. Yep. Actual Dream Pager Hard. But yeah, that one's really good. It's really funny. I'm really enjoying it. Aharin, something to do with Aharin-san. I don't fucking know what the whole title is. Mainly because I don't speak Japanese. So I don't know how to pronounce any of the words. I don't know where we are on the map anymore, by the way. Oh, wait, there's a road there, so that's good. That must be that building there, which means the curve, and then... Oh, that's why there's a break there. Okay. Yeah, we just need to go on the other side of this building. What are the rest of them? Oh, Spy Family, that one also going strong. I don't think there's been an episode I haven't liked yet. Um, just trying to think, because like I watched 2 of them, and then like 1 of Beelzebub, or then like 3 of Beelzebub every day. Like 1 of each of these other ones I'm trying to think of. Where we head west. Okay, there should be a building over here with a Reaper Gem fragment at some point. Okay, so that should be there if I'm not mistaken. It should curve around through another one. Alright. I guess I have my phone here. I can always just look. Instead of just like, you know.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
Yeah, and what is that message? It's a tweet that I don't care about. Aharen-san. Oh, Shikamori is not just a cutie. That one's still pretty good. It's not like amazing or anything, but it is like a nice little watch, you know. Like not really a whole lot happens on it. It's very much a slice of life one, and I don't want to say it's boring, because it isn't supposed to be like an action-packed movie or anything. Okay, are we there? Yes, we are. Alright. I don't know what the... Hang on, what are the different symbols here? What are purple and red? Red are the one I need. Purple, okay, so we were actually here once before to fight one of the keepers, apparently. But we need over there, where that gem is. Where that big soul gem is. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to say boring, because it's not supposed to be like an action-packed anime or anything, you know. But yeah, it is very much a slow-paced like thing, right? RPG Real Estate. I've got that one's only got 2 episodes left to come out, actually, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
Where'd you come from?
I honestly thought they were gonna not necessarily ruin it. Ruin it is a bit strong of a word. Oh, I need to open up another gate here. It's like an icy spear. I don't know why that. Nope. But thankfully they didn't. Because, like, the whole point of that show is, like, you know, every episode they help 1 or 2 people that are always, like, weird in some way find a new home to live in, right? Oh, well, sometimes more than 2 people, too. But, I mean, that's the point of the show, right? But then there's, like, a subplot or, like, an overarching plot as well that, okay, there's our Reaper Gem fragment. That's 1 of 3 that we need. And that's the part that I thought might, also, which summoning spells do I have here? Conjure Bone Man. Okay, so that is the one I got then. Oh, and also, my books. Where's the Jib's Opus? Do I have number 9? I do not. Alright. But yeah, I thought they were going to, once again, not necessarily ruin it. I thought they were going to draw it out for way too long, which, to be fair, they almost did. It was very close to being like, oh my god, just, like, deal with this already, right? But, you know, with 2 episodes left, and by too long, I mean, like, if they hadn't fucking dealt with it by the end of the season, I was gonna be pissed. But it seems like they're going to be dealing with it, with the way the last episode ended. They don't really have much choice. Okay, we gotta keep our eye out for a turn to the left, because we should be going, I think, into this building. Then the greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. It's a very weird show, because the premise of it, right, I should love it. Oh wait, I was here. Where the fuck are we? Oh, I missed my turn. We need into this building. And that sneeze really hurt. Because like the premise of it, I just think that I don't think it was very well written. Just to be like harsh truth, I don't think that it was very well written. Because like the premise is great. The characters are good, like their personalities and everything are good. But I don't know, just it like the show itself, like I can't say that I dislike it, but at the same time, I don't know that I would actually recommend watching it. Like I said, it's a very weird. Okay, so our thing is somewhere in here, but I don't know if it's up top, and if it's up top, how did I miss it, you know? But yeah, it's I don't know. Well, one of the issues with it is they made the main character like so powerful. Oh, there's a mist man or something here. That whenever something like happens or like negative happens around him, it's like, how did he not prevent it? You know. Especially the one episode, people were complaining that it had like the side characters in it too much and not the main character, but that wouldn't like, and I didn't much care for. Oh, there, I did miss it. And like I didn't much care for that episode either, but not because it used the side characters a lot, because I like the side characters. They're fun to have around, but it was just like something happened. I'm not going to say what, obviously, very spoilery if I did. But like something happened, and it's like, how did he not prevent that, you know? Because like he's one of those characters that can like sense the magic around them and whatnot, right? It's like, oh, that guy is powerful. Oh, that guy isn't. It's like, oh, you're. But actually, come to think of it, I guess he doesn't really, does he? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, not that it makes that episode any better, but mainly because even if he couldn't sense what was about to happen, there was still no way that he was far enough away when shit went down that he wouldn't have heard it and came back and fixed it, solved it. I don't know. I don't think either of those words really work for it. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's weird. It's not bad, but I honestly can't really say that I would recommend it either, which is, like I said, a very weird stance to take on a show where it's like, it's not bad, I'm definitely gonna finish it. It's like, should I watch it? Probably not. Okay, so this is Valerica's place. So if we go over here, let's see, how long have we been going? I feel like we've been going for only a half hour. Good, because I was worried because we still have a few things to get. Oh yeah, I forgot that they have this destroyed word wall here. Incinerate. The fact that his opus isn't like in chests and that are kind of annoying. Also, oh no, I was gonna say we may have lost Serrano when I dropped off that boat. Oh, all right, Durnavir, whatever his name is over here. Do we have page 5, by the way? It would be real nice if we did. 1, 10, 2, 3, 10. Just because if we had, because like we're gonna go get 4 and 7 now. Also, do we have 4 or 7? No, okay. And then if we had already had 5, because we have to walk past him to go and get 5. Just follow the wall around. We should be good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been watching for anime. I mean, I normally, it takes longer. But I mean, I like to get through like what I've been, like, this week in anime. But no, that's pretty much it. Just because like I don't want to say too much about Beelzebub, because I would really highly recommend going and watching it. It is, like I said, it's like 60 episodes long, but at least half the show is worth watching so far. Because I mean, I've only watched half of it, so roughly half of it so far. I've already closed the thing on my phone, so I can't even see what episode I was on. But I know it was at least episode 30. Here we go.
Where'd you come from?
8 out of 10. Where'd you come? Oh, there's a Mist Man.
That'll teach you.
Yeah, it will. The Zap and Whack. Pulled a Bioshock on that guy. Alright. I was tempted to buy that the other day. There was the Bioshock collection, like the remastered collection. Actually, I think they're remastered anyway. Was on sale for like $10, which, you know, obviously for 3 games, and for 3 good games, well, at least one good game, I say. I mean, the general consensus is that 2 isn't very good, and having played it and not finished it, I can't really disagree with that. I can't say that I particularly disliked any part about the game. It's just one of those ones that I just ended up not finishing. Wrathman. Hello. What do we got here? The Book of Life and Service. Okay, well, I know that I could have one of those in my inventory. There's our other Reaper Gem fragment. Daedric Sword of Nullifying. Well, no, because my carry weight is actually going up quite a bit. I don't even know why my carry weight's going up. I mean, I'm not picking up weapons or armor. Why is it so high right now? But yeah, like, I really enjoyed the first Bioshock. I mean, I got all the, like, I 100%ed that motherfucker. I got all the achievements in it. I'll admit that I did kind of cheat. In that there is a, I don't know, oh, I think that's the tower where we fought the Keeper, but we need to go next to it? We need to go towards it, but then we need to, actually, based on where we are, if we just go straight east, we should hit it. Should be over here. Because, yeah, there's the one achievement where you have to, like, beat the game on hard without using the tube things. What are they called? That resurrect you, basically. And there's a way that you can cheese that. You can, like, make it all the way to the end with the and then, like, change the difficulty or something, or you can, like, reload. When you die, if you reload your save, it won't count, you know? Okay, so there's our Mistman spell tome. Conjure Mistman. Oh, and I actually have 2 of those books on me. So I guess I did already have one. Alright, now we need to... return Arvak's skull, which I think should be just over here. But yeah, okay, I'm stuck. Serana, help. No.
Glad we found the scroll. I wish.
No, Serana, I need you to. No, Serana, please.
I'm glad we found the scroll, but I wish you could.
No, Serana, I need you to. Thank you. Fuck. But yeah, I played the second one, and to be fair, I don't think that it was anything in the game that actually ruined the second one for me. I think it was the achievements.
It's on the scroll.
Oh my god, how am I
wish
stuck
you could
here?
help us.
What can I... Do I even have anything that I could do to, like... I could try and conjure something on top of me, but I feel like that's not going to work.
I'm glad we found the scroll, but I wish you could come with us.
Oh, I did get a little bit of movement there.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the
Come
sooner we
on.
get my father.
Why am I stuck in this hole? What the fuck, game? Do I have a different shout that I could use? I doubt it. Call Dragon, Clear Skies. Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of those would really... I would, like, need something... Maybe Beast Form, in all honesty?
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Just because, like, it might change my hitbox. Yeah, there we go. Now, unfortunately, I do have to wait until it runs out, but I guess we could still go to where Arvak's skull is while we wait for it to run out. But that's annoying that I had to do that to get out of that hole. But yeah, because there was the one achievement where I can't interact with this guy until I'm out of beast form. I think because like there's times where you periodically have to defend a little sister, right? And why am I suddenly carrying too much? I'm not.
Come on, let's go home.
Arvak! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse.
Alright. So yeah, with that, we can now summon Arvak whenever we feel like it. Like if we go into our... Should be under Conjuration, I do believe. Yeah, summon Arvak. And yeah, it 100% just summons the horse for you to use. I mean... and you can ride him around. You can summon him. It's the only way to ride a horse in here. Obviously, with a companion, it's not quite as useful since they'll get left behind. And since you're pretty much guaranteed to have Serana in here, at least when you first come in. Because obviously you can come back later without her. Hi, Mr. Wisp. I don't know who's there.
That'll teach you.
Alright, well, you got it then. Oh, there's a cow. Oh, here's the cow. I said that there was a place with cows. But yeah, we got a farmer here. But yeah, so you periodically throughout the game you have to defend little sisters. Which is fine. Like, it wasn't that made me stop playing. There was an achievement in it, though. I think I passed by the... Well, that's fine. I think this building in front of us is where I need to go anyway. But yeah, there's an achievement because, like, I don't think they, like, shoot at the little sister or anything. Maybe they do. But they, like, try and grab her, right? If you remember, if you played BioShock, the first time you see a little sister and Big Daddy, you know, it's basically that scene. You know? Like, they try and grab her and then you're supposed to fuck them up. And there was an achievement to make it through one of those sections where you had to defend her without any of them reaching her, like without her taking any damage or something, right? And there's basically like, based on, now granted, this was just based on the achievements I read, there's basically like a point in the game that has like one or two of those sections where you need to defend the little sister. To do it, mainly because like at that point in the game you'll have this one weapon that shoots traps, and there's like certain enemies that won't be there. So like if you do it earlier, you won't have the traps and it'll be a lot harder to keep them off of her. But if you do it too late, then there'll be extra enemies or different enemies that will also make it harder. Not to mention, you know, every time you defend them, or every time you defend one, you know, you are obviously in a specific area, and there's obviously going to be some areas that are significantly easier to defend than others, right? How the fuck did she get up there? Is there stairs here? No? Oh yeah, they're there. And I just couldn't fucking do it. Like, I just couldn't. Saran, I am trouble. Okay, well I'll leave that guy for you. Or not. Did you at least finish off the other one? But yeah, I just couldn't do it, and it just got to the point where, like, I wanted to get this achievement here because, you know, I perfected the first game. And I do believe I had every intention of perfecting the second one, and the third one, I think, when it came out. And I just couldn't get the achievement there, and it was just bugging me so much. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to take a break and maybe come back to this later, and then just never came back to it, you know? So yeah, like, I don't think that I had any complaints about, like, the game itself, but I fucking hate that kind of shit where it's like, here's an escort mission, and here's an achievement to, do this escort mission that you have to do. It's not really an escort mission, it's really just a defend the point mission, but the point is a person. I guess technically you do escort her to and from the point, but I mean, the escort part of it is nothing. And yeah, then I just never, and then I mean, I got the third one for free, and even though I know it has not, like, the first two are somewhat connected, just like as in they take, oh, you fucking little wisp prick, I didn't want that. Oh right, I still haven't got rid of a lot of this shit. Right, that's why my thing is so high. Alright, well let's go, let's head north. We got all three of our Reaper Gem fragments now, right? Reaper Gem, yep, sure do. Okay, so let's head north and give Jib his pages here. Alright, I did say I was going to read them. Alright. There it is, Jib's opus. Uno. I am a hunter, I am a redeemer, I am Jib. The tale of my rise to glory begins in the ash wastes of Morrowind. I rode alone, weapon at my side, and the burning wind stinging my face. My quest was arduous, but necessary to ensure the survival of the Dunmer people. A pestilence was creeping across the ashlands. A menace with an insatiable hunger that plagued innocent travelers simply trying to get home. It was my self-sworn task to hunt them down one by one and drive them from the skies. Their fury knew no bounds, and their war cry resonated across the land. They were the notorious cliff racers, and they had to be destroyed. On a particularly hot day during the sun's height, I was tracking what I called a lingerer, a cliff racer without a nest. He was a particularly feisty one too, leading me on a merry chase across almost 3 miles of ash dunes. I had managed to take a piece out of one of his wings in an earlier scuffle, so he couldn't maintain much of a climb, but he still had quite a bit of stamina left, and he was trying to make me tire of the chase. Almost 2 solid hours passed, and my silt strider was tiring, but I couldn't give up. I had sworn to eliminate the foul beast to the last, and I wasn't about to let it go. If I was going to stop the thing, I'd have to do it fast. I pulled my longbow from my back and knocked my last arrow. I took a deep breath and pulled, trying to keep the cliff racer in my sights. It was literally a long shot, with the beast gaining distance, and the silt strider bouncing me around at full gallop Finally, with a silent prayer, I released the string. The arrow sang through the air like a howling demon as it sliced its way towards its target. Finally, just as it crested the lip of the Foyata, don't know what that is, the arrow struck it in the midsection. It let out a horrible cry and fell out of sight. My cries of triumph were quickly stifled by the sound of over 100 wings. Rising from the Foyata was an entire colony of cliff racers, and they were out for blood. The blasted thing had led me right to their nest and sacrificed itself with the intent of feeding me to its brood. It was a trap. The damn things had become much too clever. Knowing this was likely the end, I jumped down from the sill strider and hit the back of its leg with the flat of my glass blade. There was no need for the innocent thing to die here today because of my stupidity. As the ash cloud cleared from being stirred up by its massive legs, the cliff racer brood approached. I held my sword high and prepared for the worst. The battle lasted 2 full days. I was beaten, clawed, bitten, and knocked down more times than I cared to remember. In the end, 76 cliff racers were slaughtered. I was knee-deep in their corpses and my body on the verge of collapse. But I had survived. I smiled to the heavens and all went black. When I awoke, all I felt was my back on a cold stone floor. Every muscle in my body was on fire and my vision was blurred. Slowly, I tried to climb to my feet. It took several agonizing minutes, but I finally managed to do it. As my eyes adjusted to the dim light of my new surroundings, I realized that I was standing before Lord Vivek himself. He was simply staring at me, floating above his throne, and staring at me with his piercing eyes. When I began to prostrate myself as a sign of respect, he held up one of his hands, as if to say it wasn't necessary. Was I dead? Was Lord Vivek pleased with me? Was he about to strike me down in anger for my somewhat sordid past? Suddenly, I understood everything. Suddenly, I realized that I was brought here for a reason. I should have died in those ash wastes, but Lord Vivek must have seen something inside me that he hadn't seen in millennia and decided to spare me from my fate. Thus began my ascent to sainthood. Thus began the rise of Jib. So yeah, if you played Morrowind, which I never did, there were these enemies called cliff racers that were apparently fairly annoying. I don't think they were particularly difficult, but once again, I never played it myself. And yeah, Jib decided, you know what? I'm gonna kill all of you.
You have all of my pages.
Yeah, here you go.
Finally. I never thought I'd see these again. These pages meant the world to me. Thank you.
So now what?
Now Volume 2 begins. What else?
I'll be off then.
Oh, wait a moment. Here, I want you to have these before you go. A pristine copy of my first volume. Only one in print, actually. And take this as well. Seeing as Saint Jib has ascended to pure spiritual form, I won't need it any longer.
Come on, let's go.
Alright. So there goes all the pages that I just read to you, which is why I made sure to read them first. But, in all fairness, we should also get just like the book, and therefore just like all of them in condensed, so that there wouldn't have been a pause there when I had to switch. And then we also got to lock it. Yeah, so that looks like it's about, it looks like it's the same. And then the locket. Locket of St. Jib. Carrying capacity increased by 50, increases your stamina by 50. Which is not horrid. So carry more and lets you run more for a pack horse like I normally play this game as. It's pretty good. Okay, so we got 2 more things to do now. We got this book, Conjure Wrathman, to pick up. Boosh. There, we have now learned all 3 Soul Cairn summons. Boosh. And then now all we have to do is go and fight the boss of the Soul Cairn, which I guess is Dunavir, which we already did. But we have to fight the other boss of the Soul Cairn, the secret boss of the Soul Cairn. And then we'll pop by the merchant guy to see what other spell tomes he can give, just in case he gives us one that we don't have yet. God, this wall is a real pain in the ass, isn't it? Oh, that was bright. Sirana trying to blind me here. Would this be the Reaper's lair? No, wait. If the Wrathman thing is... Where did I pick that up? No, god damn it. I came over here to fight things. So if this is where I got it... that's west, so that would be the Keeper, which means... Ah, here it is. This building. Entrance. Ah, here we go. This should be it. The Reaper's Lair. There is another thing you can do here that we didn't because I couldn't find any of the things. There's lightning rods that are around, and if you jam a Grand Soul Gem into them, you can turn it into
Who's there?
you can turn it into a Black Soul Gem. And just like that, the Reaper's down. You get 3 Black Soul Gems and a Danger Heart. And then he just has an Iron Battle Axe, even though he's clearly an Executioner. But yeah, as you can see, we get that's the 3 Reaper fragments that we collected. And yeah, that's that. That is everything.
Get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Yep, that is everything within the Soul Cairn that you can get. If I miss something, it's not something particularly important or useful. Like, obviously there is a lot more. Like, you can run around and explore this place for a while. I mean, there's still more buildings that we didn't go into. There's obviously more chests. If you ever need soul gems, just come here and start killing shit. I mean, not to mention you can fill them up at the fissures. The fissures respawn just like any other, like, food or any kind of resource like that. Not to mention the soul husks, and you can get... I do believe you can get any spell tome. You know what? Maybe we won't. Actually, I think that's in food. Just drop all of those. But yeah, I do believe you can get any spell tome off of the merchant guy, if I'm not mistaken. So like that's a good way. Well, I don't know if I'd say it's a good way to get different spell tomes, but it's a way to get them. I kind of wish that I knew where one of the lightning rods was, but I don't, and they weren't on the map. But yeah, they're just little areas where you. It's just a lightning rod with like a little receptacle basket on it, basically. And if you have a Grand Soul Gem on you, you can put it in there, and then lightning will strike the rod, and it'll turn it into a Black Soul Gem. But yeah, I don't really remember where any of them are, and I'm not sure if like the lightning rod part of it is up or not, like, or if you have to like activate it and then like the lightning rod comes up. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's I do like this area. It is a very nice little addition to the game. The next, and it's a cool one. Like this place is cool as fuck. Like I would love more. Now, granted, I never played the Shivering Isles expansion for Oblivion, which also takes place in obviously a plane of Oblivion. But like, I wouldn't mind a game where you ended up in the Daedric realms more often, you know? Like, I think that would be cool. You could see all the different things in that. I mean, because I mean, changing scenery, always nice, right? Like, I mean, they figured that out a long time ago. I mean, look at Super Mario, you know? You had your desert, forest, ice world, you know? As the scenery changed, it was like, oh, this is cool. Because now it's different. But it's still the same game. Alright, back to the ruins. I think we'll have a little combo and then...
Yes?
Alright. Now, I did say there was like a balcony we could leave by, right? So yeah, you can come back here and go back to the Soul Cairn whenever you feel like it.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
There you go. Nice and snowy. I have the... See, now, the thing that worries me is that I have that on me. And it really worries me that it doesn't seem to be counting it as me having it, because that's why it's not giving us the thing to go back to the other place. So what I'm going to do, because it does seem to work there. Where the fuck is it? There it is. I'm gonna go home.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
The screen thing there was still the Elder Scroll, by the way. You really shouldn't try reading those. Because, see, now I have a feeling that but because I don't know what's causing the Elder Scroll to not count. Like, when we go to the, like, if we go here, right? See, it's not counting my Dragon Elder Scroll. And now, for some reason, I'm overburdened again. So, like, for some reason, this scroll isn't counting as a scroll. It's very weird that she still has that dialogue when she works for me. But yeah, that's so fucking weird.
Hi, Mama. Yes, love?
Oh,
Need
okay.
something?
That was weird, because not only did the dialogue not match the,
Mama took me to the market.
Cool. Anyway. Why is my... I guess none of that would really make a difference, would it?
There were lots of
Just
pies
do
and
that
cakes
for
there.
now.
She said she'd show me how to...
You know what, we'll actually head to the vault. Because, yeah, I don't, like, because obviously that kind of breaks my game if that Elder Scroll isn't going to count as the correct one. I wouldn't be... I was going to say I could potentially go to the college, because before this DLC came out, after you finished the main quest line, or after you got past the point where you needed the, there we go. No, still overburdened, eh? God, is there anything else that I picked up that I could throw up in here? I mean, I don't think so right now, right? Because we haven't got any more of those. We haven't got that skull. We don't have any of those yet. But yeah, like, for whatever reason, like, the dragon one won't work. The blood one goes in just fine. I don't have the sun one yet. Good God, how much do those things weigh if that's what was fucking weighing me down? Okay, well, I can't display either of those, or at least they don't have a spot to display them. Keeping that with me. That all gets sold, that I'll keep. I'll throw the vampire stuff in there on the off chance I do decide to make her some different armor. Throw my flawless gems in here. And then if we go up here, this is where I keep all my black soul gems and my soul gem fragments. And you know what? Since I have 7 of them, I'll actually throw my grand soul gem, my filled grand soul gems. Okay. With that, I should just have to sell stuff, but we shall fast travel somewhere out of the way. Niece's cabin. But yeah, I don't know what to do about this. I'm gonna have to try and fix it, I guess, in between parts. But we'll do this real quick because it doesn't. Okay.
The free air of Fus at long last. As promised, I now teach you the first word of soul tearing. Re, the essence of your enemy's life force.
Yep, so he teaches you the shout, and then he flies around, and he acts just like, like the call dragon shout. It works. He works exactly the same. He'll fly around. He'll attack guys.
Where'd you come from?
I can feel.
That was weird. Come on, Serana.
I'm not gonna die like this. Must be gone now.
Well, yeah, you killed it. Good God, the cooldown on this shout is a bit rough. I don't know what exactly killed him there. I don't know if maybe I summoned him in a spot that wasn't quite big enough for him. It's like it summoned him, but like also killed him. Okay, this looks like a
You have kept your side of the bargain. Now let me fulfill mine. Feel the last word of soul tearing within yourself. Zol, the unlife that results when a soul is imprisoned in dead flesh.
Alright. So now, Soul Tear. Now, so Essence, Tear, and Zombie. I do believe that drains their life force, casts Soul Trap on them, and resurrects them all at once. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's what that does. So we'll actually activate that. And actually, I might, before I start recording the next part, while I'm still trying to figure out, I might actually go and get those black soul gems back. And we'll, like, use this shout a bit. But anyway, that'll be it for this part. Hopefully I can get it to register my Dragon Elder Scroll, but I'll have to see about that. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for more.